Hello, my Taurus friends, and thank you for tuning in. Karen Barney bringing you your February 2021 general forecast. Let's see what's on the agenda for the Taurus friends out there. What's happening in the lives of my Taurus people? February 2021. What do they need to be aware of? What's on their agenda? What do they need to navigate through and for their best life? The Hierophant. Taurus, there you are, loud and proud, the Hierophant. What is it you are committed to, my Taurus friends? Have you made a new commitment? Devil, pact with the devil, perhaps? Well, right now, the devil can represent Capricorn, but it's definitely obligations, responsibilities, and, this is about doing the right thing. So, let's see where we're taking this. What's happening for my Taurus friends? The Chariot. Looks like an impactful month for you, my Taurus friends. That's the card of Cancer. So we have Taurus, Capricorn, and Cancer in your lineup. One card, one or two cards, please. Thank you. The Fool, another major arcana. So 4 out of 5 major arcana, my Taurus friends. And what do we have here? The 7 of Cups. So, I don't think you're sure whether you're coming or going, to be honest with you. What do we have? The 3 of Pentacles. Whatever it is building, Taurus, building up to, I think, something that you have a lot of faith in, a lot of responsibility for, and have been urging forward in a driven and forceful way, it feels like. The Fool, this was a huge step for you, but, nonetheless, you closed your eyes and jumped, not sure where the options you were choosing were taking you. Now the Taurus, Taurus, the Death card, and the 6 of Cups. So this is building up to finishing the transformation. And I think the transformation is right here. And now you may be faced with looking at things from a new perspective, looking at things based on the obligations and contracts that you may have had in place. Did you distance yourself from those, my Taurus friends? The Chariot card, did you leave them behind? Are you finally in alignment with where you want to be? Because the 10 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles is here. So you're building up to this transition, and I think the next options you choose are going to lead you further down that path. So the question is, what is transitioning? What are you transforming to, my Taurus friends? So let's start with our Hierophant here. The Death card. Yes, you are putting an end to perhaps some commitment, contract, vow, oath that you may have made, and that is your responsibility. That is where you're distancing yourself from, where you're trying to move away from. There may be children involved that are causing you to, act responsibly and perhaps maybe jump in a different direction than you may have thought you wanted to because of the responsibilities that you bear there and the responsibility you feel for their contentment and happiness. But, nonetheless, I do believe you want to be independent. Whatever you're doing, it is quite an accomplishment, just keeping your head above water. But there will be others that help you. There will be others that are, I think, going to support your endeavor. They're going to cheer you on. So, Taurus, the Death card, what is ending for you? Now, this could be that a contract has expired and you're free now, free to roam, free to move freely with that Chariot card. It may be that you're ending a relationship, a committed relationship, and still feel a responsibility to those children that we saw. But it could also be that, you have changed the structure of a relationship, maybe even taken on more responsibility, and are now moving forward with this new adventure, not sure where you're going to land. You're willing to let it build and choose your options as you go. Tell me about the Hierophant, please, for the Taurus friends. The Empress, yes, so there may be children involved in the mix here, but in general, I think it's you creating, I think, a life that you can be comfortable with. That 6 of Cups, it's about your happiness and your satisfaction, and, maybe living authentically true to your heart here. The 9 of Pentacles. an accomplishment, but that worries you. How you get there is what worries you. You know, there are a lot of responsibilities on your plate, and you're going to have to deal with those. Tell me about the devil, please. Thank you. The King of Swords. You're going to have to do, what do we have? The Three of Swords and the King of Swords. So you are going to have to deal with them. And deal with them in a logical, not necessarily emotional way. The Three of Swords, there's been some disappointments, and you may have been reviewing and going over these to the point of exhaustion and feeling like, you know, you're kind of stuck. The bottom line is, my friends, my Taurus friends, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, there may be an attorney or someone in a municipal or judicial capacity that is making a final decision and how to go about this, and maybe they are setting you free. Maybe they are setting you free to choose what your next option is. Whatever it is, the decision is that's being made, whether it's you or someone else, it is going to be for your freedom. It is going to be for your best next option, and allowing this comfort factor to grow, allowing this change, this transformation to really take hold. It's been building for a while, Taurus. Now, the Chariot card is a card of alignment, and I think you've made some snap decisions, or maybe even some judgment calls, let's put it, and you know, might have even been a little bit harsh with those around you, and that's a disappointment. Harsh with yourself, I think. All right. So there needs to be this I want to say healing, this basking in the glow or in glory of the sincerity of the moment. I think whatever you're doing is certainly heartfelt, but it is going to affect others, and they may see it rather harshly and controlling more than it was intended. Now, I think that you are making decisions for your best life, your best future here, my Taurus friends. The Emperor here is Aries, and it could certainly be someone that needs to be in control. Now, if this is a business opportunity, a business contract, you've decided to, I think, leave that contract and maybe work on your own, move forward with that endeavor in a forceful and direct, and I think you are in alignment with it. It is going to work out well, but you've got to let it build before you can complete the transformation and really be comfortable and happy with what you accomplish. Okay, right now it's still keeping your head above water, so you may be treading water in this situation, not sure which way you're going to go yet because your options are still in front of you. So the Chariot card is moving you faster and faster toward this new adventure. And the question is, are you going to take the big step? I think you've been disappointed by what's gone on in the past, and you really are, kind of stuck in your head going over about what happened and the commitments that need to change and the responsibilities that you may be exhausted by at this point. So where is the Fool taking you, my Taurus friends? Thank you. The Nine of Wands, I think there's a dream out there that you are not ready to give up on, and you're going to do it pretty much at any cost. So the cost is here. The cost is with the commitments. So, this new adventure that you're on, that you're not willing to compromise on and really trying to control the outcome of, sometimes first it is out of our control, and we haven't determined that yet. I think this step is yours, so therefore in your control. But it does have to build. It has to build to the point where you feel you must jump. And that may be getting uncomfortable with being uncomfortable for a little bit there, keeping your head above water. So, if you can still keep your head above water in this, don't give up on your direction. Two of Wands and the Devil, exactly. You're at the crossroads. Are you going to keep these responsibilities, or is there a final decision necessary on things that have disappointed you? Are you going to take them with you in your future? I don't think so. I think this is the crossroads where you choose what your next step is, and it's a big one. It's a doozy. Taurus, what are your options? Which one is going to stand out to you, please? My Taurus friends, and the future. So you are planning for your future. The choices you are making now are for your best life, my friends. This is your ships in the harbor coming in and almost ready to pluck and unload and really bask in your accomplishment, getting comfortable, being at ease and joyous and accomplished. So, sometimes when we transform, when our personal lives or our business lives transform and we move to the next step, things have to fall away. So that's what's happening here. You're transforming to your next best life here. One card. That one, thank you. The Hierophant. There you are, my Taurus friends. Bringing it in, bringing it to a close. You opened it and you close it. That's doing the right thing. But doing the right thing, I believe, for yourself. And don't take that as being selfish. We all have temptations. We all have callings. We all have things that we are inclined to do because they feed our soul, feed our spirit. Live authentically. Now, the other thing is, don't let your ego get in the way, okay? Don't get too puffed up. This is your crossroads. This is where you need to move forward. But it is a learning experience as well. So bear that in mind. There may be some things that are difficult to keep above water. Now I've got the Four of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles here. So you will be, I think, taking stock of what's happening in your home and whether or not you want to maybe continue there. There is a certain amount of accomplishment there as well, celebration. So perhaps you do make it through this, able to keep your commitments intact, but also jump to the next step. So comfortable and secure at home in your foundation. One more card here, the Nine of Cups and the Tower. Wow, I love it. So you may have been feeling a little bit behind the eight ball here with some of these responsibilities, but I do believe there is a wish coming in unexpectedly, something that puts you in alignment with where you want to go and gives you the control that you want in your life. And now it's time to make that judgment call and move forward on to the project which you couldn't quite let go. Here it is, my friends. It is calling you. That temptation is here. Do be humble about this, though. It's finally moving in your favor, absolutely. Let it build, transform, and get comfortable with the joy and prosperity that's here for you, the independence that's here for you. Okay? That's going to be a beautiful thing. Taurus. All right, let's see what the Moon deck has to say for my Taurus friends. February of 2021, Taurus. One card, please. That one, thank you. I focus on what is working. So if you do have some things over here, my Taurus friends, that you're worried about, concerned about, let them come to the light on their own, perhaps. Again, this is a learning experience. So it's about what works, learning what works, and focusing on doing that for your independence, your security, and your future here, my Taurus friends. And focus on what is working. Let all of the other responsibilities and contracts and commitments that are not transform on their own. Sometimes they build to the point where they change without your hand, and that may be what's going on here. The options are yours whether or not to continue. Taurus, thank you very much for tuning in. I truly appreciate you commenting, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you'd like to connect with me, all of my details are in the description box below. Thanks so much.